Hello, this is Shadow of the Moon, and today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Harpie deck for the GOAT format. If you remember, I've been doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series, and I've been doing sets and telling you a little bit about it and everything, but I wanted to actually go ahead and fast forward. I do still tend to show you and continue doing that throughout the year, but I wanted to go ahead and show you the actual GOAT format deck that I have. If you don't know what GOAT format is, it's a set that's played from the ban list all the way up until the ban list played from April 2005. So it was before Cybernetic Revolution, and the last set was Flaming Eternity. And the reason it was called GOAT format was because of the GOAT control of the Scapegoat and Thousand Eyes Restrict, being able to use Metamorphosis to bring out Thousand Eyes Restrict and take your opponent's monster, because this guy is really, really annoying if you've ever faced him. And this follows the ban list for that. This was before Cybernetic Revolution, like I said, so there was no Cyber Dragons. Some people do play with that set, but I prefer to play it like this because this is old-fashioned and old school. This is a Harpie deck, and this is basically what my deck would have been at the time. So if there's any cards in here that you're second-guessing and stuff, this is pretty much what I would have played. This is still competitive, but it's also fun and something I wanted to do, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started then. Alright, so for the first set, oh, cards falling all over the floor. For the first, you've got Harpie Lady 1, Harpie Lady 2, and then Cyber Harpie Lady. This is the basic monster setup. One of them powers up one monsters by 300, the other one destroys flip effects. And Cyber Harpie Lady is in there because it's an 1800 beat stick that can be searched out through Birdface. Then you've got two Harpie Lady sisters. You only need to run two in this deck. Basically, it's a 1950 beat stick that runs over like Gemini Elf and Luster Dragon stuff and everything, and it runs over your generic level 4s. And it goes with the deck, obviously. Then we've got two bird faces. This is used to search for Cyber Harpie Lady or any other two Harpie Lady sisters when it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. Three Flying Kamakiri #1s, because this guy, when it is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, allows you to special summon from your deck a level 1500 or less lower wind monster, so you're going to bring out Harpie Lady with that. Then you've got one Garuda for the defense change, or for the battle position change, and two Sylphies for the discard effect. It's easy to get these out because all you have to do is remove from play a wind monster, and you can special summon them from your hand. Alright, that's it for the actual cards, the actual deck. Now for the tech cards. You've got Breaker the Magical Warrior, destroy spell and traps. DD Warrior Lady to ram into your opponent and remove it from play. Tribe Infecting Virus, discard a card, destroy all monsters on the field of the type that you've declared. Sangan to search. Exile Force, I'm getting Morphine Jar, so this is going to be replaced. Morphine Jar is a better card in my opinion. It banishes or discards all 5 cards of your opponent's hand to the graveyard, and you and your opponent, and you draw 5 new cards. So if they have Blockbuster Soldier in their hand, or Chaos Sorcerer, that kind of screws them. But I have Exile Force in here for now, and he's actually still pretty good. 2 Magician of Faith to bring back Elegant Egotist, or any other spell card that you're going to need. And then now for the spells, you've got 3 Elegant Egotists. This is essential. This is what brings out Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters. 3 Harpie's Hunting Ground. Back then, you did not have to really worry that much about destroying an entire field full of stuff, because most players in the GOAT format only set one or two spell cards, if that. So this kind of would help destroy at least one of them. The only downside is, if you don't have anything to destroy, it does have to destroy itself, sadly. But like I said, back then, that wasn't much of an issue. Plus, it gives it Winged Beast Monsters an additional 200. So that does help a little bit with beefing them up. Triangle Ecstasy Spark. This is a really cool tech card. You don't have to have it in here. This is my personal option. It makes a Harpie Lady Sisters 2700 and unaffected by trap cards, and your opponent can't activate trap cards in response to this or anything. So this is a good way to kind of like just ram a 2700 Harpie Lady Sisters into them, and they can't really do anything about it. Then you've got Heavy Storm, Swords of Revealing Light, Lightning Vortex, Creature Swap. Creature Swap instead of Snatch Nail, instead of like Brain Control, or instead of, Snatch Nail is the object of this deck is if I have a Flying Kamakiri, I want to be able to take their monster, them take Flying Kamakiri, and then me ram into it and attack it to where I can get the special summon and they still lose the life points. That's the whole point definitely behind that. And then Enemy Controller to take control of your opponent's monster or switch them to defense mode. Then for the draw power, we've got Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity to draw 3 and discard 2. And we've got the Metamorphosis and Scapegoat combo. Okay, so yes, this is not heavily inspired by the Thousand Eyes of Strict. This is also in here because I do have other monsters in my fusion deck, because back then it wasn't called an extra deck, it was just called a fusion deck, that allows me to pull one of them from it. So say I have like a Punishing Eagle or something, I can sacrifice a Harpie Lady Sister if it's has like a Nightmare Wheel on it, or if I need something a little bit stronger and bring out like Punishing Eagle, or if I have a level 4, I can sacrifice the level 4 to bring out something. It's not just for the Thousand Eyes of Strict, but it is in there because being part of that. Alright, let's move on to the traps, and I've only got 4 traps. You've got Ring of Destruction, Torrential Tribute, Call of the Haunted, and Mirror Force. And the reason I don't have Premature Burial in here is because this deck doesn't really rely on keeping monsters in the graveyard, because I'm going to be using them to special summon Sylphid or Grow to the Wind Spirit, and I don't really care about them being brought back. If they go to the graveyard, that's completely fine. So now we have the extra deck. We've got 3 copies of Thousand Eyes of Strict for that take control effect. 1 copy of Darkfire Dragon. Now some of these in here are just in there just to be in there and stuff, because you do have to have a 15 card extra deck. Carbala Warrior, Troop in the Fire Knight, and Fusionist, just for fun. Reaper of the Nightmare. Now this is really good because if you take control and you have an Metamorphosis in your hand of a level 5 monster, you can bring that out, and that does the same thing as the Sylphid where it discards the card. Fiend Skull Dragon, Metal Dragon, Darkblade the Dragon Knight, Punishing Eagle, and then from Ocean, Roaring Ocean Snake, and then Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon and Thousand Dragon. Alright, so that's it for my deck profile, and like I said before, I'm gonna be continuing to do the progression series, but I wanted to go ahead anyways and do the GOAT format deck profile because I was really interested in doing it and showing it off now that it was completed and everything. So I hope you enjoyed that, and with that, see you guys next time.